before they had that store in Lowry Park on my side of the truck site. But I think I was too young to work there, so I wasn't working there yet. My brother maybe worked there because he was older, but I remember going there all the time.
Excellent. So let's go into maybe some of your other gigs that you may have gone, because we want to be authentic enough that who you are relates to, so people can see that, life doesn't end in certain spots, right? So, the good, the bad, and the ugly sometimes help make us who we are. So you did go into, from I guess, when did you get into college? Or when did you go from high school to college? In between there was like a little bit of technical difficulties, but they still shaped you.
Yes.
So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes. I grew up, like I said, I was outside all the way. So I grew up like in the streets, like really, so like.
Was it a family member or?
I would say family as far as relation, not blood per se. And that's why when you said my first job, I went to my family businesses because I didn't ever have a job in between. My family were the people who employed me, like as a young person. Growing up, other than that, like I employed myself in the streets.
Okay. And then, so how long did that last? The hustle and flow.
I mean, I think it never ended. I just developed a new product to sell, right? And not so much trade my time for money and trying to use my mind for my muscle. So, I mean, it didn't stop. It just evolved into a different type of employment, but the same basics and some of the same stuff just was transferable. And so, like they say, eat the meat and throw the bones away. And so it took a while for that process to work itself out. I was probably in my 30s.
Okay. And you have a family of your own. So where'd you meet your wife?
Here in St. Pete. Yup, in the city. Our ages are different, so I'm a little older. So it's just, how St. Pete is. So how old were you then? Probably 27, 28.
So where did you meet her?
Around the city.
Okay.
Just at the spots, and how the city.
You just saw her at different places. Well, when did you actually approach her? Where were you when you actually decided you were going to approach her?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't put my finger on it.
Mm-hmm.
But outside.
Yes.
Just in the mix. But I think it's just been a blessed ride. I mean, I was thinking this morning, just thanking God for the opportunity to live this life. I mean, it's not been peaches and cream, but definitely some real major highlights and some super challenges, and just trying to navigate them all at the same time.
So, going into your family life, so you have how many children?
I have 4 children. Yes, I have 4 children, and I love them.
Yeah, you definitely marked all your children. They look look a lot like you, especially the one, your last baby, your baby boy. So you have 3 children prior to your marriage. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you're married to Caprice Edmonds. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so what are the characteristics that you were looking for that made you decide that you wanted to go ahead and marry her? Because you already had children before her, so it's not like you didn't have relationships. Yeah. But there must have been something that stuck out
Yeah, I would say, mostly just, it was just time. You come to the point where it's the right thing to do and the time to do it. I think that's what it really came down to. Just being that time.
Yes. And so how has it been being, because you have been, and people don't really understand, with politics. Well, first of all, how'd you get into politics? I know you were the picture man for a minute.
Yeah.
So tell us about your photography days.
Okay, so I started photography a little bit after I got out of prison. Once I was released, it was difficult finding a job. It was just difficult, with a background. So I began photography. I began, doing videos for community groups, music videos for rappers, short films. We done full-length features. But before we got there, it was just taking pictures. God bless dead Rossi. He used to support me in a lot of the work I was doing, so he used to help me get gigs. Help me, polish my craft and teach me how to do it. And so, I began taking pictures and doing photography. I may have done photography when I was a kid back at Osceola, when they had the black room, and I took pictures for the yearbook. So that year, whatever year it was, some of those pictures in the yearbook, it was your boy.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
So that was one of that's actually a talent that you already had, that you were able to craft into a profession.
Yep, it was actually a passion. I always wanted to do what I'm doing. I was telling someone the other day, like, I'm living the dream. And I'm not saying that, I'm living what I dreamed of doing. Like, so I'm really, blessed, and I don't take my blessings for granted. And so that's why I started moving certain ways, because it became evident of how blessed I am. So I said, okay, you gotta start acting like it. You got a responsibility. And I started moving that way. Even through the photography, how, I just was gifted gigs. Just, hey, come do this, hey, and here. I used to volunteer, I used to do it for free. And people just started paying me. And I'm like, okay. Okay, I'll be out there tomorrow. And so it was a blessing. It really was.
So what's the name of your company?
Dream Makerz Productions. Dream Makerz with a Z. Productions, and my partner Cranston Cumberbatch. And we've been making productions for maybe the last 7 years, 8 years.
How did you meet up with Cranston? Because he has an extensive arts background.
At the Woodson Museum. I mean, Cranston from Child's Park as well. He's a little older than me, so we're in the same circles of the world, you know what I mean? But definitely different, worlds, but still in the same, I guess, universe. and we began just collaborating. He'll call and I help him with a project. I can call and he'll help, vice versa. And we're like, let's make it a film company.